So here we are. This is the place where Fids and Fibers happened for 18 years. This is an announcement to everyone who knows what Fids and Fibers is or wanted to attend Fids and Fibers. Fids and Fibers is officially on hiatus. We're postponing Fids and Fibers. I'm not canceling it forever. There's still a chance that we'll come back. But for those of you who know, there's two kinds of Fids and Fibers. One where I travel around the country and teach classes at different arborist supply shops or trade shows or different arb companies. And I won't be doing that. I'm not traveling around the country right now because I'm afraid of ICE. I'm afraid of fascism. I'm afraid to be pulled over with a van full of, arborist supplies and rope and splicing equipment and instructions and basically all the money that I could cobble together to go out on the road to teach classes. It might be $30,000, it might be $40,000, dollars worth of stuff that I have for 5 classes. So I can't lose that. And I also can't lose my freedom. I don't want to be thrown into a detention center. I don't want to have them take my phone, throw my passport in the ditch, and handcuff me and hurt me, beat the shit out of me, and put me in a detention center. It's happening. It's happening all over the country. And it's happening to white people. It's happening to brown people. It's happening to women. It's happening to kids. It's happening to old people. And the other kind of Fids and Fibers is where I have people come here to my place and I fill my home with 15 to 20 arborists, and we do splicing for 6 days from 8 in the morning till midnight. And we share meals and we laugh and we tell stories and we learn new skills and we talk about friends that we've lost and we talk about dangers at work and we talk about personal growth and maturity. We talk about teamwork and mentoring. We learn to meditate. We burn sage. We learn to breathe and we learn to take care of each other. And since I'm not willing to drive around the country or fly to Australia or Mexico or Canada and then try to fly back into the country and subject myself to border patrol, I don't think it's fair that I ask my students to travel to me because they're going to be taking a risk coming across different state borders, going through different towns, going through airports. And I can't afford to have any of my students get abducted. I want Hispanic students. I want LGBTQ students. I want women students. I do not want to teach to cisgendered white Trump supporters. That's my choice. I like diversity. I like when someone makes a meal from their home country here to share with all of us. I like the spices. I like the love and the stories about their grandma and their mom and their home country. I like learning about how that meal that they chose to make for us, was important to them growing up. So Fids and Fibers is now officially postponed. There won't be any more until fascism is over, until we can travel freely in this country without fear of being killed, being shot at, being handcuffed, having them put their knee on our neck and killing us. I love teaching splicing. I love the arborist community. I love our family-oriented feeling of the fact that we all do the same work. We all know a lot of the same things. We've all had fears in the tree. We've all had learning moments of learning new techniques. We've all had difficulties with employees or with coworkers or with bosses. And we've all had to make choices. We share a lot in common. And for those folks who are MAGA who voted this mess in, we're about to be at war with the whole world, not just Venezuela, which we shouldn't be fighting, not just Greenland, which is not ours, Canada, Mexico, Cuba, Honduras, Europe, Nigeria. We fucking bombed all over the world now, and we're supporting Israel's genocide of Gaza. What the fuck are we doing? We shouldn't be supporting that. So for you MAGA folks that voted this in, maybe it hasn't affected you yet. I hope it does. And I hope you see the error of your ways. And I hope you see that this is not the way forward for the United States or the world. You've taken our freedoms, all of our freedoms, not just yours, not just mine, but all of our freedoms. One of the big things that I teach in Fids and Fibers is integrity. I put up motivational quotes all over the house, and we have an exercise where we ask everybody what their favorite is and why. And a lot of them have to do with integrity. What integrity means, how it feels, what it looks like, how it's not always easy. Accountability is part of integrity. And the people who are destroying our country will be held to account. And if not, then we won't have a country. We will become a dictatorship. We will become a fascist state. And the world will be China, Russia, and the United States. Or just America. Fucking America. Yeah. And we'll all be under surveillance from big tech, and free speech will be gone. So when they come for your health care, when they come for your Social Security, and you want to speak up about it, and you're angry and you want to vote to change the people in power so you get your Social Security back, they're just going to come take you away. You won't be able to speak. And then you'll understand what integrity means. Integrity means that even though they don't like what we're saying, we're allowed to say it. I feel sad for our country, and I feel sad for the loss of the brotherhood of tree workers that I felt for 20-something years. I can disagree with you politically without having you ram a AR-15 up my ass to kill me. And for those of you who think I'm being hyperbolic, oh, he's so dramatic. There are people being shot and killed out there, and it's going to get worse. So, one of the casualties of fascism is places like mine where the free exchange of ideas, of love, of kindness, of generosity. The rope companies all gave us tons and tons of free rope. I gave out miles and miles and miles of free rope. That was because of the rope companies, because they cared about us. They wanted to see us learn their products and use it safely. They want to sell more, but they were giving us a lot of free stuff, and I was happy to give it out. I was happy to share it. Well, the world's changing. So for now, Fids and Fibers is over. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss all of you. Be safe. Watch out for your families. Pay attention to what's going on. And if you're on the MAGA side of this, we're going to welcome you back to sanity. If you denounce what you've done, you will be welcome back someday, but you're going to have to fix this. You're going to have to fight with us to get our country back. You may not think so now. You may think, oh, he's full of shit. But just wait and see. We've seen the arc of where this is heading so far. And the people who are in charge behind the orange one are the ones that are running this. He's not smart enough to do this stuff. He's a puppet of some very dangerous motherfuckers in the background. Look up Project 2025. Look up Project Esther. Look up Peter Thiel, Stephen Miller, Russ Vought. Look up their ideologies. Look at the things they've said. This isn't going to work for anybody except the billionaires. They don't care about you. It's not red versus blue. It's not you versus me. You think that, but it's not. They're using you to subjugate me for now. When they're done subjugating me, they're going to subjugate you. And then we'll all be in the same shit. And they'll be in charge. I want to say things like, don't come crying to me when you're fucked. But you're going to be right next to me. And we're going to have to join together to get out of this. So I wish you'd start fighting with us now. Because I want Fids&Fibers to come back before I die. I love doing this. And it's really hurting my heart to realize that I'm not going to be able to do it anymore. So for those of you who have been here and seen this in person, I hope I see you again someday. I hope I get to share more laughter, more fun, more learning, and more amazing times and meals with you. Until then, try to stay safe. Take care.